All right, welcome back to Chart Request Live. My name is Patrick Dunawilla. I'm the editor of the Chart Report. Joining me today is Alfonso. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Ugly day in the market though, huh?
Ugly day, especially in big cap tech. Look at the Nasdaq, almost 2% down today. So, yep, ugly tape.
Yeah, I mean, so I've been kind of hammering the table about these Fibonacci levels, and so far, I mean, we haven't been able to reclaim them. We just got pretty cleanly rejected off them. And here we are. What is this, like 1 month low? Yeah, over a month low. So not the best picture. As far as what I'm watching on SPY or just the S&P, this trend line right here. So we broke it last week and we even retested it too and just couldn't get back in there. So that's kind of a concerning one for me. That's the one off the October 23 low, 2023 low. Um, Yeah, just kind of, it's not, doesn't mean that the bull market's over or anything like that. It just means that that rally off the October 2023 low is kind of cracked, right?
Yeah, and that's especially true when we talk about technology and these cap weighted indexes. If you look the RSP, that's the equal weight S&P 500 looks different. Same for the equal weight Nasdaq 100 look a little bit different. So it's more for me. It's more about that rotation taking place in the past few 2 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up those equal weight indices because you're right. It hasn't been all doom and gloom. I mean, you take a look at something like financials, right? I mean,
Yeah,
just
exactly. I was
incredible
looking at
how strong
the
they've
chart right now.
been. Yeah. So, Alfonso, any specific areas you want? I mean, you already mentioned some.
Um, but individual stocks or some
Yeah,
sectors
just
or
areas that kind of have your eye right now.
one area that caught my eye in the past few weeks is the home builders XHB. Take a look at that. Today, this morning was making new all-time highs, looking good.
What do you think about this? Looks like it's approaching that Fibonacci level there.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Yep.
Well, so on ITB, you can see when we hit that level, we just kind of flatline there. We've really been, that's where we started rolling over this year. Um, so on something like XHB, that's kind of an interesting level there.
Hmm.
Maybe we slow down there too. Now, XHB is a little more equal weight, right?
Yeah, I have to take a look at that. That definitely, it's interesting how resilient has been in the past couple of days.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get right into these tickers, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. So the first one is Toll Brothers, TOL. That's Home Builder 2. So
There we go.
14 billion home builder.
So this one, you can see, had to deal with that first Fibonacci or the second Fibonacci target here for a couple months here. Kind of reached it in April, end of March, and then just kind of, just flirted with it for a little while. But here we are breaking out in these last few weeks. I think if you're above that 133 or call it 130, if you're above 130, I think you're looking towards the next one, which is all the way up here at 191. It seems pretty far away, but it could definitely get there. I mean, 35% upside, not bad at all.
Yeah, I like it. And if you look at the relative trend, that ratio is above the December 2017 highs. That's a massive base. Toll Brothers definitely has been showing persistence, relative strength, especially from the 2022 lows, I will
Yeah, that's a
say,
great
on a
point,
relative
Alfonso.
basis.
Yeah. So what he's talking about is, not only does it look good on an absolute basis, but if we look at it versus the S&P 500, you can see that it just broke this shelf of resistance here. And you're kind of looking at these, is that an all-time high? this 2005 highs.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so you're looking at all-time highs next. I mean, this was a really important level. I'd say that was kind of the last major resistance level. So on a relative basis, in other words, we can expect home builders to continue outperforming. So it's definitely a pond that we want to fish in. And then you have Toll breaking that Fibonacci level here onto the next one, 191.
Yeah, that's
What
right.
do we got next?
So Dan is asking us to take a look at GVA. Let's take a look at that one.
GVA?
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Granite Construction Incorporated.
Yeah, a 3 billion industrial company. Look at that monster base. You can even zoom out a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you can.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
My gosh. I have to put this one in a monthly. Yes, I mean, that's clearly the level right there. So I'd call it 69. If it's above there, let's fib it out, see what it gets us.
Yeah, and I think it's a strong stock within a strong industry group, industry sector. Sorry, small cap industrial has been very resilient within the small cap in general. So I really like this one about what 68.50, 69.
Yeah, I'd say 69 gets you to 105 here. Beautiful setup. Whoever brought this one, this one's already up there on my list.
I like it.
What do we got?
So the next one is HUT, HUT.
All right. Yeah. So crypto, let's just real quick look at Bitcoin here. You know, it really looked like we were getting out of that range. Really did a few days ago, but here we are getting rejected at the upper bounds again. So we're just stuck in this range. Now the miners were showing relative strength for a while, but here they are, or at least HUT breaking down here.
Yeah.
So this one, it's tough. I mean, I don't think you can get too excited about this until it's back above 20 here. And especially below this 18 level, you know, these highs from December 2023, I think it's got a lot of damage that it needs to repair in the short term. So it's hard for me to find a long setup on this one. I think if I was waiting for a long, I would have to see this level, this 20 level reclaimed.
Yeah, and as you said, Bitcoin getting rejected again at that former highs from early this year, back into the range. Some crypto miners have been losing some steam in the past couple of days and weeks. So for me, I agree with you. I mean, below 1850 is a no touch for HUT. It needs more time to digest and repair some damage.
Yeah, yeah. Ugly action these last couple weeks. But if it does reclaim that 20 level, you know, look for 22 as confirmation. Then you're looking at 33 as your first price target there. But definitely need some time on this one.
Yeah, for sure. So the next one, Mark is asking us about NWG. Let's take a look at that one.
NWG. Nat West Group. Is this an ADR?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, from the United Kingdom.
Wow. Bringing a lot of nice bases here today.
It's 40 billion company. That's interesting.
Yeah. What do you think of this one, Alfonso?
I mean, monster base carving out. I mean, if you zoom out, it's building out a reversal pattern. I like how you are showing these levels and drawing this chart. I mean, if we are above the 2018 highs, I think you can take a shot on these ones, but below this, below 950.
Yeah, below 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you are seeing it the same way as I am. I would say 950 for confirmation. You could jump it here. You could get in. Really, if it's above nine, below nine is when you start getting into kind of fail breakout territory. But if it's above this 950 level, looks like 1350 is next.
Yeah, and it's in a logical level to see some consolidations at this resistance, right?
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like we did break out to all-time highs, but we could see a lot of the times, even if you get that breakout, it still isn't out of the woods yet. It needs to digest some of the overhead supply at those former highs. So, give it some confirmation. Like I said, I'd like to see 950 for to be sure, but it's definitely shaping up in the right direction, and path of least resistance looks higher.
yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
What do we
So
got?
the next one is BPMC. Hansen is asking us about BPMC, looking for support and resistance levels on this chart.
Yeah, another big base. This one
Mm-hmm.
looks like it's come under pressure a little bit with the broader market pulling back. So you might not get the breakout that we were hoping for here or looking for.
It
But
has earnings in today, so let's
oh,
stay
yeah,
be aware of that.
yeah. So that's tough. I would wait for a break of this 125 level before I got involved.
That will be a good confirmation. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, looking for a target of 180 up here. But here we are. If you're already in this one, I think you got to be careful. I think, like you said, earnings coming up in 2 days. It's below the breakout level. Don't really see too much of a catalyst. I really wouldn't let it go. If you're long this one, I wouldn't let it go under 100 here. You got this gap, and it could just start to get really nasty under that level. So, um, yeah, just be careful with that one. If it does break 125, beautiful. That should get you up to 180. But yeah,
Yeah, and I like what you said about this pivot low from May. If it violates this level around 99, things in these stocks can get ugly, in my opinion.
yeah.
So now let's take a look at FCF. Jonathan is asking us about FCF.
Oh man, all these bases. What is this one?
This is a 1.8 billion regional bank.
Regional bank. Man, the regional banks have really been firming up. That's one of the bigger groups in the Russell. I mean, the Russell isn't as kind of what's the word for it? It's less equally weighted, or it's more equally weighted than the S&P 500. It's not equally weighted, but anyway, the regional banks really perking up in there, and that's part of the reason you're seeing the Russell 2000 and small caps doing so well lately. But this one, really like this breakout above 1750. I would use this base as your fib. Yeah, 1750 gets you 2150, call it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, at least. I mean, I would use that as an initial target, and then for kind of a secondary target, I would use this base. That gets you around 25 here.
You can even zoom out back to 1998,
Ooh.
and that's a monster base.
Yeah, a lot of these financials, you have to go all the way back, right, to
Yeah,
2000 or to 2008. They're breaking these really, really big long-term levels here. Um, I
yeah,
mean,
and what it
how many
starts out
pictures have we pulled
from,
up just in this half hour here where we had to zoom all the way out, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And what it stands out for me, FCF, it's trying to break out to new all-time highs.
Yeah,
So that's something that stands out definitely.
something it hasn't done since 1997. Were you even alive yet?
I born in 1997, so
There you go. There you go. Took an entire lifetime to get back there. So what do we got next?
next we have Mark is asking us about CLS. Let's take a look.
Is that Celestica? Yeah, so this one has been getting quite a lot of attention. Did it just report earnings or something?
It seems so. It seems so.
So you can see we had this kind of triangle drawn there, not resolving in the direction you'd want, resolving lower here at a pretty logical level. So if it's below here, I think you got to look towards this other Fibonacci level around 34. And it does look like the trend is kind of damaged here. And we could draw a trend line. You know, that's an initial break right there. Kind of ugly. Momentum looks like it's, yeah, making almost a new low here. So it's tough. You know, these crypto miners, I think they need some time. I think what we're seeing in Bitcoin is probably going to need some time too. You know, we made it up to the range, but we couldn't do it. So now we got to try that whole process again. And for kind of a high beta play on Bitcoin like the miners, you know, this trade could take some time, I think, to repair.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, patience is king in this environment for crypto, and I think until we see like a decisive breakout on the Bitcoin, we won't see like any major progress in the short term for the miners, in my opinion.
Yeah. But I mean, if by chance it does reclaim this 54 level, then you're looking for 85 here.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
What else we got?
Wavy is asking us about HTO. It is in the Toronto Stock Exchange. Let's take a look at that one. If we can.
HTO. Okay. Wavy, what's going on? Hellenic Telecom.
No, that's not one.
That's not it?
No, it's in the Toronto Exchange. H.TO.
H.TO. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's take a look if we can.
Not pulling up here.
No, so now we can take a look at some of tickers in the chat. CBRE.
CBRE. Whoa. Wow. Man, chat is bringing some good ones today.
Yeah, as always, man.
Always, yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know what I'm surprised about. Beautiful setup here. Real estate, okay. So this one, yeah, if it's above, I mean, really, if it's above 100, I'd say, but if you're just looking to buy the breakout, I would say buy the breakout above 108. And then,
108, 110, like looking for confirmation of that multi-year base. So
yeah, if you really need confirmation, maybe 111. But looks like it's heading towards 139, 140. This is a beautiful setup here, though. It's trying to break these 2022 highs, coming out of that bear market base. Looks good. Very good one. I'm writing it down over here. Taking
I like it. Look the RSI getting.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
On a weekly time frame.
Yeah, first one since the peak too.
Yep,
Since
I like
before
it.
The peak.
How about RSI, like the stock RSI?
RSI, the stock. Wow,
Looking good, right?
not bad. I think I mean, it's kind of coming into a tough level though. It's been good these last few weeks, but this is going to be a problem, I think. We're right
And
there
earnings,
now.
and with earnings tomorrow, we will see a decisive reaction this
Yeah.
week.
And of course, this is an important psychological level too. $10 is always usually a pretty big hurdle for especially some of these newer stocks here. And now, was this a spec? I don't. Are you able to tell? Kind of looks like a spec because we had
Yeah,
this.
I will say so. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
It's
why $10 is coming into play again here. With
Mhm.
earnings, I think you got to be careful. I think I wouldn't want to be jumping in front of this one before earnings. But if after earnings it's above 10, that looks great. Looks like a move back to 20. I mean, that's a double right there.
And it's interesting that that 10 level, that's a great point you made, that psychological level of 10. But
Yeah.
also, if you put VWAP from the 2021 highs, that VWAP it's over there, right there.
Oh
So,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
good point. Good point.
that's big level, former support, now turning into resistance, psychological level of 10, VWAP over there. So let's see how uh, RSI reacts tomorrow on his earnings.
Yeah, and I said 10 gets you 20, but to be honest with you, I think I'd only play this one up to about 15. You have this kind of sloppy mess over in here that could probably be some overhead supply here. So I would take some off here, if not the whole position, around 15, if you do get that pop above 10. But it looks like it's trying.
Yeah, it's trying, but tomorrow will be the day. We
Yeah,
will know it.
for sure. The moment of truth.
So now let's take a look at GDRX.
Good RX.
Yeah.
All right. With small caps finally getting some traction, some of these crappier archetype names, um, they might actually finally start working. I mean, we've seen them try so many times, and then I'm talking about the Zooms of the world and Teledocs, things like that. But this one, like I said, it's trying here. Um, say above 950 is your breakout level. And then for your target, I'd want to fib out this whole decline. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think I would probably play it back to this 14 level, which is right around here. I think that could be a problem here in the short term. But if it does get above that 950 level, that's still a very nice move up to 14.
Yeah, I mean, the stock has been carving out a bearish to bullish reversal pattern. So we will get a confirmation about what, 950, 925.
Yeah.
If when we get back above that level, I think the path of least resistance is higher. So yeah, I like the setup there. So
What do we got next?
MNKD. How about that one?
MNKT?
MNKD.
Oh, Mankind.
Yeah.
Looks like it's at a pretty important level here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'd call it 6. 6 is your breakout level. It's above there. And we got to zoom all the way out on this one. Yeah, wow, this thing's been just basing there. I don't even know if I'd call it a base. It's more of like a range. Just real tight range ever since 2021.
Yeah, that's right. It's a monster run in bottom formation, in my opinion. Like in momentum, it never got oversold in the past few years on the weekly RSI. So that's a positive thing. And definitely a confirmation about what level, around 6, let's say 6.
Yeah,
So if we are back above 6,
I think that gets you to 1050 here.
yeah, for sure.
That's kind of a good place then, and that's the March 2016 highs here. You can see, yeah, that would make sense here. But we really need it to prove it to you, get above 6, and then you're just playing that short move there. I don't think this one is brewing up a long-term reversal just yet, but yeah, might be worth
Now
it.
let's take a look at SMR, Pat.
SMR.
Yeah. It's a crazy chart, by the way.
Yeah. So is this one a SPAC too? It kind of looks like it.
Yeah. It was a spec.
Okay. So this one, this is a big deal here. That this rejection, I think this could take quite a while to play out. It was looking great, up until this fail breakout here. I think that could take a while to deal with, and you have some trend damage here. No matter how you draw the trend lines, they're all pretty much broken. So yeah.
I mean, a well-deserved digestion, right?
What's that?
Of that rally, a well-deserved digestion of that entire rally of the January lows at the end of the day.
Say that one more time.
Like a well-deserved digestion.
Oh yeah, correct.
Former high of
Yeah.
of that entire rally, right?
Yeah, I think it really needs to kind of stabilize in here. This level came into play quite a lot, and it's trying to. It looks like it's trying to stabilize, and if it does, maybe you play it back here if you really wanted to. But I think this failed move here, I think that would be enough to make me not want to touch it for a few months.
Yeah, for sure. It needs more time to break out of that base.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at MOH. Let's take a look at that one.
Yeah, Molina Healthcare. It's kind of trendless here over the last few years. Really nice long-term primary trend, uptrend.
Yeah, it is in the middle of a range for me.
Yeah. How would you play this one, Alfonso?
I mean, maybe you can try to define a risk above the 2022 highs and around that shallow former high from 2022, like around.
Wait,
yeah,
but like right.
Yeah, some out a little bit
From 2022.
Yeah, we're not close yet, but it is a mess for me. This
it's a really messy one.
But if
really nice long-term trend.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's zoom all the way out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this one's tough. It's not giving you kind of a clear level at this point. Maybe you buy this breakout above 354 and you play it back to all-time highs here, but It's this one I'm having trouble finding a clear level to trade on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but it's a no touch for me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And next, let's take a look at MO, ticker symbol MO.
Okay, Philip Morris. So cleared this resistance level a few weeks ago. We're moving nicely, nice follow through here. Coming into this gap though, that could be a little bit of resistance, but I think we probably will get past it. And I think you want to be looking towards these former highs around 57.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the all-time high. No, it's not the all-time high. So these highs from May 2022 looks like, or spring 2022. I would be playing that. I think you'll probably get that. That seems pretty reasonable. And then if it goes beyond that, then you're looking at let's. Oh yeah, see that fib comes in right near 57 or did. If it goes beyond that, I would be playing it to 65 or even all-time highs at that point. But 57, good place to kind of take some profits off the table and kind of reevaluate. That's right.
Yeah, I really like it.
All right, let's do a couple more and then we'll leave it there.
Yeah, let's take a look at TRUP.
TRUP?
Yeah.
Trupanion. All right. This is pet insurance, I think.
Yep. Right.
So looks like it's trying to reverse this downtrend that it's been stuck in for the last 2 years or so. You got the trend line break here. You're in this basing phase that it's trying to bust out of now. So we got that. Let's go into a daily. Okay. Yeah, very clean level here.
Yeah.
Very clean. Looks like if it's above 37, that's your level. Let's go back.
I like it. Yep. Huge decline since it peaked in 2021. And since May 2023, it has been carving out a reversal pattern, a confirmation. It's trigger above 37, 36.75. So the key level, the line in the sand is 37 for this one, for sure.
Yeah, I think this is a really clean one. I think it's pretty actionable. Like you said, above 37, that should get you up to 70, 71-ish here. I mean, call it 70 to be conservative, but that is the 38.2. And you can see how many times it came into play in between 2020 and 2022. And all this basing in this tight range like that should probably get you. I mean, that should be sufficient enough to get you up here, which is a really nice move. That's, I mean, yeah, pretty much a double.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So, chat, do you have any other requests? Drop the ticker symbol.
Me or are you asking the chat? Are you asking me or the chat?
No, the chat. The chat.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. Should we leave it there?
Yeah, let's take a look at a couple more. Mark is asking us about UNH.
UNH, ooh. Like this
and
one.
And then let's take a look at Wolf after UNH.
Yep. Yeah, so UNH looking like a classic, not a top. It was just stuck in this range for over 2 years. A really well-defined range. Here we are, we kind of poked through it, got that false breakdown here, scared the bulls, kind of shook out the weak hands. And you not only got back to the top end of the range on that failed move, but you finally broke through. And we're getting follow through here. So I really like UNH. If it's above 550, you could do a few different things for a target. You could do a measured move. This range here is about $100, so 550 to 450. So you could say 650. Just tack on 100 to the breakout level, or you could fib it out, and that gives you a little bit more conservative target of 627 here. But I think this one's working in the right direction. The fact that this wasn't a top and that we're just resolving, in the direction of the long-term trend, I think all of that works in your favor here if you're a bull.
Yeah, I like it. Very well explained, Patrick. Yeah.
Largest component in the Dow too.
Yeah. It's huge, making new all-time highs.
Yeah.
How about TD?
TD.
They have been asking about TD.
Yeah. Not the strongest looking financial here, but
yeah, not the strongest ones.
Not terrible. I do like that you got this failed move. That probably caught some bears by surprise here. It's still got a lot of work to do. The trend is still kind of messy, but I think this failed move could springboard you back to up around 93 here. I'm looking at this kind of shelf here. Was support, then turned into resistance. So I think this fail move probably gets you the upper bounds here around 93. And from there, if you can get above 93, 94, then you're looking at the former highs around 108, 109.
Yeah, but that's in the Canadian exchange. Make sure
Okay.
to change it to the in the 90. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's the same explanation.
Yeah. So very
at the
similar.
end of the day, right?
Yeah. Yeah, very similar look here.
It paid a nasty whipsaw. In June, it recovered. It reclaimed that shelf from our lows from November, October of last year. Same for the lows of March. Now it's above. Financials in general, it's been a strong group lately. So, it's hard to believe TD is not going to participate to the upside.
Right. That's a good point right there. Financials are working. Are the rest of financials going to work and then TD is breaking down here? Probably not. So I think it's probably worth a shot here, and especially with a stop right below these recent lows here at like 54 or 53. But yeah, I think this failed move is actually very constructive and would probably get you up into at least 65.
Yeah. Not the best bank, not the best financial, but at least it's giving us signals of participation to the upside.
Yeah. And no oversold reading in quite a while here. Looks like you got one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
July 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Should we leave it there for today?
Let's do one more and we finish for today, okay?
Sure.
Which one do you want to see? CNO, SWK, or GS?
Let's do SWK.
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh.
Oh, nice one.
Nice clear level here. Call it 105.
Very similar to GDRX, right?
Yeah. I'd even say 100. If it's above 100, I think you're probably good. But man, this thing has been range bound for about 2 years here. I'm finally breaking out. If it's above 100, let's see.
I really like this one. Look where this bottom in October 2022 at the same level of the COVID lows, the same level. Now it's trying to reclaim that resistance level around 100 or so to keep it simple. The trend was down in a deep downtrend, and now it seems to be shifting higher, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think if it's above this 100 level, I think you're playing it back to 140 here with this one. But I like what you said there about how it found support right at the COVID lows there, and here we are breaking out here. Nice decisive breakout too. I'm guessing that was like a breakaway gap here. I wonder. I bet they reported earnings today, right? Or yesterday? Did they?
I will have to check about the earnings. Yep.
Yeah. This morning. Okay. Yeah, nice breakaway gap. I mean, that's the most bullish way you can break out. I think, now you are looking for 130 if you want to be conservative here, because you got this gap here before that. But yeah, 105 gets you to 140 or 130. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. Well, Alfonso, do you have a favorite setup from today?
RSI. I really like that one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, big level. I mean, despite the earnings tomorrow, that's a big level, psychological level, former support now turning into resistance. The VWAP from all-time highs. So I really, really like this one. And I will be looking for tomorrow's earnings reaction to see in what direction resolves.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. No, you made a great argument there. I was going to say GVA. That's probably still my favorite one here.
Yeah.
I also like CBRE. That one was really nice too. Very clean. You guys brought some great bases today. Love to see that.
I like it. That's the kind of stocks I like.
Yeah.
So.
And look at that. We have quite a weak tape, but we found some non-tech names there that actually look pretty good. A lot of financials in there today, right?
Financials.
Yeah.
Doing great.
So let's leave it here for today, but be sure to come back and join us on Thursday. Steve will be on the charts with that one. And Alfonso, I think you might be with him because I'm traveling on Thursday. So you or somebody else will be covering for me. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want us to give priority to your tickers, be sure to just email them to us at questions@stockmarketmedia.com, and we'll get to those first next time on Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you again soon.
Bye, guys.